Hello, everyone. I'm Pastor Dave Deckard, and welcome to our Thursday Thought segment where we say goodbye to the gospel of the week behind and hello to the one to come. Now, I want to let you know before we start that we're actually drawing to a close on these Thursday Thoughts. In a couple weeks, we're going to start a new Thursday segment that's just as short but does a little something different. So we thank you for being with us through these. We might pick them up again at some point, but for the summer, we're going to put a little twist on them. But we're not quite there yet. So let's talk about the Gospel of John, chapter 17, that we talked about on Sunday, where Jesus does this long, goopy prayer that's really hard to get through because it's for these and them, and then for them, but not for them, and then they're in the world and out of the world and up the world and all kinds of things. And you know what? By the time you get to the end of one paragraph, your eyes are kind of rolling back in your head, and that wasn't even the whole prayer. If you read onward, there were actually two more paragraphs. Hey, I guess everybody gets a shot at a first edit. Maybe if Jesus had another pass at it, he would have cut it down a little bit. In any case, this does show us something valuable. First of all, that not everything in the scripture is meant to be easy. Second, that not all of it speaks to us instinctively in the moment, in space and time and culture where we reside. We tend to ask simple things of the Bible, but those simple things tend to become self-centered very quickly. What does this mean to me? How am I supposed to understand it? Well, as we said on Sunday, this was a prayer between Jesus and God. We were not the focal point in that moment, even though we were very much involved in it, which means there might be some parts of it that we're not supposed to get, or not supposed to get easily, or not supposed to get in that moment. And that's okay. Sometimes even the harder or more obscure parts of the Bible are worth reading because it does say something, even if that something doesn't center on us and isn't easy for us to understand. But you know what? There is a way through this, and it's actually pretty simple. It's one of the reasons we have churches. It's because churches give us other people to reflect on these things with. And sometimes when something doesn't speak to us instinctively in the moment right away, it's because we're not in the right place, time, or culture. But when we hear someone else who is in a slightly different place and we talk about it, then somewhere in the spaces in between us, new meaning grows. Meaning that wasn't with me, or wasn't with them, but is something new and moves us both toward something that is bigger than we were to begin with. And that is part of the magic and wonder of Scripture. That's also part of its purpose, to bring us together in places and ways where we were not before. And one of the ways the Bible does that is say to us through obscure scriptures, hey, guess what? You ain't in the only place in the world right now. It's time to move somewhere else. So I hope that when you reach those difficult passages, like we had in John 17, that you don't give up, nor do you just try to puzzle out a meaning all on your own, but get together with someone and ask. Not for the answers, because they don't have them any more than you do, but ask for the chance to reflect on this together to see if you can't find something more in it that moves you both. That's the gospel for last week. Next week is Pentecost Sunday. We're going to be in the book of Acts with tongues of flame and people talking in different languages, and it will be super exciting. We will see you there soon at lightofthespirit.church on Sunday morning.